close your eyes, turn around, and count to 9. When you open them, I will be gone.
Okay. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Spartans said they were tougher. The Spartans said they would flinch. And they did.
Little dribble weave action. Neitzel coming off the double. Good pitch.
Going again with the 3 ball. Rattles. Yes. It stayed down. 28 points.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You are watching the SD4L show, Spartan Dogs for Life. I am Brian Musalam, along with my co-host Justin Thin. Justin, how you doing tonight?
Great to be here once again, Brian. A phenomenal video put together by our producer Owen over there. And another exciting show, another exciting guest list.
Great intro. We got an MSU legend joining us tonight, and we're excited to have him. Might be a little bit before your time. Were you born in 07?
I think Drew's final year at Michigan State was probably my first year watching college basketball. I think I was like 7 years old.
That's great to hear. Yeah. So, God, I feel old. But, ladies and gentlemen, Drew Neitzel, MSU great, joins the show. Drew, how you doing, brother? Can you hear us? Drew, you're on mute.
Oh, and is he on mute?
No, he's good.
Okay.
Can you hear us, Drew?
I think he said he can hear us, but we can't hear him.
Yeah, we can't hear him. So
yeah, we'll get that straightened out. But I guess, Brian, what do you remember about Drew's time at Michigan State?
I'll tell you what I remember about Drew's time. In 07, I was there when we were playing Wisconsin, and they were ranked first in the country.
Yeah.
And he went off that day. I believe it was a Wednesday, Thursday evening, and we beat Wisconsin to keep the streak alive, I believe, at the Breslin.
Okay.
And that is the last time I can remember everybody rushing the court at the Breslin. It was such a great evening. And then I remember it was either that year or 08. We played in the Sweet 16. We played Memphis. Mm-hmm. We went down to watch them play in Texas, and was it Memphis? I believe it was, and it was not a very good ending.
Okay,
but he returned us to prominence at that time.
Yeah.
Just a dagger.
I have some of his kind of his stats here. He had 3 seasons at Michigan State where he played 31 minutes per game or more. Seems like he was always on the court at all times. Averaged 11.1 points per game throughout his entire Michigan State career. I know he was regarded as a great shooter, kind of an electric scorer. So it's going to be exciting to talk to him. I know his per 40-minute stats are looking even better here. 3-point percentage in his career was basically 40%. So great scorer. Averaged 20 points per game his junior year, and 17.6 his senior year if you look at it with the per 40s. So great player, great Spartan. So once we get the technical issues figured out here, it's going to be exciting to talk to him for sure.
We're going to get those technical issues figured out, but I'll tell you, he probably one of the all-time great shooters in Michigan State history.
Okay.
No question.
Yeah.
And would you say he's taller than Izzo's son?
I would think so.
And is he 5'6", 5'7"? How tall is he?
Something like that. I'm sure the university was favorable at adding his measurements to the website.
He did that. It was an amazing watch. He could stroke it. Absolutely stroke it.
Yeah.
And so we're excited to have him. Owen, we got that figured out or what? You got to get that volume going.
Yeah,
here.
we're working on it. We had this problem before testing. Drew, can you hear us now? Try talking, Drew.
Drew, you're silent. Just like the silent assassin that you were. What's going on? Yeah, they might not be working over there.
But yeah, Drew had a long overseas career as well. After he had that illustrious career at Michigan State. 5'11", so yes, taller than Steven.
5'9". He's not 5'11". Not 5'11".
Wikipedia's irrefutable source, Brian. Irrefutable.
You mean the source that can't be edited?
That is correct.
Yeah.
It can't be edited because I don't know how.
He's done really was just a sharpshooter, and he's really led an outstanding career here.
Yeah.
I think he's at Wells Fargo now and in the wealth management space.
Competing with you.
No, we're never competing. We're family. Enough for everybody to go around.
Yeah.
And we wish him nothing but the best and the best of luck. And we're just excited to have him because I know he was somebody that we enjoyed watching. But I vividly remember walking into that game when Wisconsin was ranked number 1.
Yeah.
And we were having a so-so year. And I was with a couple people, and I said, we haven't rushed the court here in a long time. And if he went off, I think he hit 7 or 8 threes.
Yeah.
He went off, and it was quite the spectacle.
Yeah.
Everybody rushed the court. It was something that we all enjoyed.
There are Twitter videos, cut-ups of that game of him hitting 3 after 3 after 3. That's really the only the signature moment I remember from that time as well. So it's kind of electric to see that and also get a chance to talk to him. But yeah, it's if you predicted that before the game, let me know about any bets you might be thinking of this upcoming football season.
Oh no, I don't bet. But how do we? When's the last time we took a kid from Wyoming Park?
I don't know. I don't think I can tell you another one.
Yeah. No. Obviously, Coach has done a different job this year, right?
Oh yeah, built the
top 3 class.
Yep.
And we're extremely excited to have him.
Oh,
So you don't remember much about Drew when he played?
No. I think my first college basketball memories were right after Drew left. I remember him being there. I remember the name, but I couldn't tell you specific games and moments like I could for guys after his era. The Scotty Reynolds Villanova team is really the first one where I could tell you a season-long sort of summary of it. But yeah, right after that time is when I had the memory of actually recalling sports and stuff.
That's so funny.
My earliest sports memory is Bill Belichick and Tom Brady, Spygate, stealing that Super Bowl from the Eagles, 2004. But we don't have to go down that road.
You are so young. Man, you were so young. So in 2004 is when they were the Eagles.
Yep. Donovan McNabb throwing up on the field in the middle of the game.
Yep. Terrell coming back after his knee injury.
Yep.
Out all year.
Yeah.
Playing. That was Eagles gave him I love the Eagles because Pat Shermer, a former Spartan, offensive coordinator, good friend of mine from Dearborn, was the OC of the Eagles. So it was great to see him there. I actually went in 2002 when they were playing Tampa in the NFC Finals.
Yeah,
I was there.
I think Gruden beat him that year, right? Was it the Super Bowl?
I was there in Philly. And I was so upset for Pat, that Tampa went on, who obviously went on to win the championship. But Owen, we got any luck here?
He's on right now, but we can't get a sound.
Drew, what kind of shop you running over there? No shop? No noise? You can hear us?
At least the video feed is nice.
Yeah, we got a nice video feed.
Maybe you know sign language, Drew?
Do you know sign language? Can you? Any of us? No? If you want a sign language, your best Izzo story, just throw some punches.
Clipboard, hands going through clipboards.
Yeah, why don't you do that for us? Was that working earlier, Owen?
It was. We fixed this problem. It was... I don't know, because he didn't have sound before, and then he took out his AirPods, and it was good.
Yeah.
So now he's trying with I don't know. But you just keep going, and then I'll let you know when he's ready.
Sounds good. We can just go on and start some of our segments that we have here. I guess, Owen, if you want to put up the Cohen Carr tweet.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about Cohen Carr.
Yeah. There it is.
There it is right there.
Cohen Carr.
4-star forward Cohen Carr chooses MSU. Talk a little bit about that, Justin.
Yeah. So as you guys can see in the tweet there, that brings Michigan State's class up to 3rd in the nation, as Brian also said earlier. He committed to Michigan State 10 days after he took his official visit here. Similar to kind of the Garrick Norman recruitment, where he actually committed like 2 or 3 days after his OV. So 2 recruitments here by Tom Izzo, where he landed top 100 players within days of taking the official visit, also within days of them getting those offers. And you couple that with the Xavier Booker commitment, and that's 3 top 100 players that Coach Izzo has landed in the last 10 days up until Carr's commitment. Each of them bringing completely different skills to the class, which is what makes it so exciting, as they all complement each other very well. Drew, can you hear us?
Hold on.
I'm here. Let's go.
There
We got it.
There it is.
All right, we got
Rock and
you.
roll. What's going on, guys?
How you doing, brother? You doing okay?
I can't complain. I can't complain, man. All is good, and fired up with what's going on in East Lansing. Can't wait for football season to be here and get back down on campus.
We got my fellow dog joining the show, so we're really excited to have you here, and
Yeah.
we're excited about your career. We love that you're a former Spartan. We love that you're involved. You know, one thing that I want to ask you was, what made you want to play at Michigan State and for Tom Izzo?
Well, I started being recruited by Michigan State probably in the 8th or 9th grade back in 2000. Obviously, that was a big year for Michigan State basketball with winning the national championship and with the best program in the country being less than an hour away from home, being from Grand Rapids. It was kind of a no-brainer. So I started going up to football games, basketball games as a recruit, 8th, 9th grade. And one of my earliest memories of Michigan State football is when we beat that other team down the road, when Jeff Smoker found TJ Todd Duckett in the end zone for that big last-second victory. So I was kind of bleeding green from that point on. And one story about Coach Izzo and his kind of relentless recruitment. Back my sophomore year of high school, Michigan State was playing in the Big Ten tournament. This had to be a Friday afternoon game, and they had a hard loss. A snowstorm coming from Indy all the way up to Michigan. He jumped in the car after that tough loss, drove all the way up 8 hours to Grand Rapids to watch me play in the district finals as a sophomore. Got there late, second half of the game. Talked to him after the game, and just that commitment at that point, that kind of made me say, hey, I want to play for this guy. If he's willing to do that after a tough loss, drive through a snowstorm to catch half of my game, I want to go to battle with that guy every single night.
So I got a question for you. So when you look at Coach Izzo and you look at this era, NIL, portal, social media, and then you see he's been doubted by many across Spartan Nation, lands pretty much so far on paper a top 3 class, right? When you look at who's committed, who's the front runner. Tell us what that tells you. Tell the public what you know that everybody else doesn't know.
He was doing that 21 years ago with me when I was a 16-year-old kid, sophomore in high school, and he's doing that 20 plus years later with these kids now. So the landscape of college sports may have changed a little bit, but his work ethic, his relentless mentality to recruiting, and yeah, there's ups and downs in recruiting every single year, and you're not going to get every kid that you want, but he never complains about that, and he just keeps going to work and getting after it and finding the next best player. So I don't think he's lost anything. Obviously, as he likes to say, the proof is in the pudding with this class we have coming in here. So the future looks really bright. It's fun to talk about the recruits, but I know these guys that are on the team this year, they have something to prove because there's a lot of doubters out there, maybe within Spartan Nation, but also around the country saying, hey, this team might struggle a bit, but I know these guys are working hard and hearing great things throughout the summer. So these guys, they're going to have a little chip on their shoulder, similar to when I was a junior and we lost Shannon Brown, Paul Davis, Maurice Ager, Matt Trannon, they all left, went pro or moved on. So, we had a chip on our shoulder that year and got some big wins and proved a lot of haters wrong. And that's kind of what that Spartan Dog mentality is all about.
Drew, I love the answer you gave about how Coach Izzo came and watched you play after a tough loss, because right after how you're talking about how Coach Izzo hasn't lost a step, for those that have followed the Xavier Booker recruitment, Coach Izzo, 27 hours after losing to Duke in the NCAA tournament, was at his high school state championship game, where coaches from his own state didn't even make that trip in. And it really does seem like he hasn't lost a step, just like you're saying. And just diving into Coach Izzo a little more, we have to ask you, what's a funny or memorable Coach Izzo story from your time there that you can share on air?
Hold on. Not the one in the Tiger Suite that we talked about. Give us a PG one.
Within the fraternity, the Spartan basketball fraternity, but no, I mean, he's just the ultimate motivator, right? And he's always trying to push guys to reach their full potential, whether that's every single day in practice, every single night. When it comes game time, he wants guys to reach their full potential and demands perfection out of them. And there was one time, we had, I think it was peanut butter and jelly sandwiches for pregame meal, and we had strawberry jam or we had grape jam, because I think we got out rebounded by a mid-major school in the previous game. So, he said, we're getting back to our roots and, the tough, hard-nosed program that was built. And this was back in, 05, 06. And I think we came out that next night, that night after having peanut butter and jelly for pregame meal. I think we out-rebounded the opponent by about 30. So just one of his kind of master motivational tactics, and looking back on it, it's pretty funny.
Love it.
So as we know, Coach Izzo has evolved, and he's quit yelling, and he pats players on the back, and he's very positive. And we saw proof of that because he was mic'd up for a game, where he was like, come on, let's go. And as you and I both know, that's, Coach is he's adapted to the time. He's adapted to the times. So what difference now as it was, back when you played?
Well, yeah, I think the whole social media, I think Facebook was just, I'm dating myself here, but I think Facebook was just invented my senior year of college. So the world has definitely changed in the last, 12, 13 years. But, you have to be a little bit more careful because there's more eyes on you at all times. But I don't think he's changed. He's at his roots, and that's why I chose to go play for Coach Izzo, because the guy wants it so bad, and he holds you to a high standard every single practice, every single game, every single film session. You better bring it, and you got to respect that out of the guy. That you what you see is what you get, and what you see on the sidelines, what you see, the passion, emotion in the locker room. In post-game interviews, the celebration of big wins, the disappointment in tough losses. That's Coach Izzo. He's not faking it, and that's right. What you want out of a coach.
For sure, yeah. It's a lot of people that just watch kind of ESPN's talking points or mid-game kind of positive reinforcement, as we shall say. They don't have the insight of what Coach Izzo's like with these players off the court.
Well, I'll tell you, he came and came up to watch me play in high school, but things certainly change once you get on campus. It's a different mentality.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity to start as a freshman and go to the Final Four in 2005 with a bunch of seniors on the team. So that was an experience within itself. Yeah. Just leading a bunch of old guys as a freshman. So Coach Izzo definitely didn't take it easy on me as the leader of his team as a freshman, but he made me a better player, a better man, and that's why you go to Michigan State.
For sure.
So tell us how, what you do now and how that's translated into your everyday life at work, because there is a direct correlation. You and I are both in the same business, and like, tell us what that means.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in wealth management over here in Grand Rapids since I gave up hoops back in 2013. I played for 5 or 6 years after college. A cup of coffee in the NBA, some summer leagues, and then most of my time over in Europe. I did play in China for a little bit with Allen Iverson.
Oh,
that was. I have some stories for another time about that. But, one of the highlights of my basketball career. So, basketball's taken me some great places and taught me some amazing things about life, and that I'm now using in the business world. And the thing about coming to Michigan State, you get thrown on a team, and you meet people and work with people from all different walks of life. Guys from the UP and Coach Izzo, guys from different walks of life, and you have to learn how to engage and make things work, and that certainly has helped me in my day-to-day work life.
I tell you, I was at that 07 game. I think Wisconsin was ranked number 1, and you lit it up, and everybody rushed the court, and that was a special day. I was also down in Houston when we got our butts kicked. Was that Memphis? Remind me.
That was Memphis. You didn't have to bring that one up.
Yeah, I only bring that up because my cousin, who's now the head coach of the Jets, was at the Texans, so I went down to see him, and we went to the game together. And he was a GA at MSU. And I remember vividly being there and just how they were running up and down the court. And I said to myself, what's going on here? we can't have this. And that's part of the tournament, right?
It was a tough way to go. Way to go out. But, obviously Derrick Rose had a decent career in the NBA.
Yeah, right.
2 years later, he was NBA MVP and, averaged 30-plus points a game. And, as a basketball fan and kind of looking back, and you watch the NCAA tournament, and a lot of times those games happen in the tournament. There's a lot of close nail biters.
Sure.
right.
But oftentimes, for whatever reason, there are blowouts when there shouldn't be, and I don't think it was lack of being prepared. Sometimes they just jump on you, and the game gets away from you. And obviously, with their athletes and a guy like Derrick Rose, they were pretty tough.
For sure.
So we are so proud of you. We appreciate you joining us. We know you're in wealth management. You're at Wells Fargo. You're doing a great job. We wish you all the best in your career. We want you to come back to campus as much as possible. Anything Spartan Nation can do to help you, you let us know. We really appreciate you joining the show. We find it remarkable that you hold all these records being 5'5". We think it's fantastic.
Hey, now, I think I've grown a half inch since I graduated.
My bad, 5'5" and a half. 5'5" and a half. My bad. I want to apologize. So, but we're
anytime though, man. You guys are great. I appreciate what you do, and like I said, I try to get back to campus as much as possible. It's a little bit more difficult now, being in the business world and
busy.
Family here, and being with the kids. But I love getting on campus on Saturdays. I'll be down there that first game against Western Michigan on Friday, and I can't wait to watch the guys on the field and at the Breslin this winter.
We'd love to see you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Appreciate your time, Drew.
Ultimate Spartan Dog, Drew Neitzel, MSU legend. Thank you, Drew, for joining us.
Thanks,
Go
guys.
Green. God bless, brother.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Drew Knight, what a wonderful young man. I mean, he's had a very successful career and building his career over at Wells Fargo.
Yeah.
And, we wish him nothing but the best.
For sure.
He's good, very, very good people.
Yeah.
What is he, 6th in assists and 3rd in a Big Ten three-point shooting, or 6th in Big
Sounds about right.
Close.
Okay.
I mean, he's up there. I mean, he at one point held a record for, I believe, for three-point contests.
Yeah.
But he's just such a great guy.
Yeah.
Absolutely great guy.
So let's talk some football, Brian.
Go ahead.
Michigan State earlier this week was named 14th in the nation in the coaches poll. And I guess that seems about fair. What do you think, Brian?
Fair.
Yeah. This, at the end of the day, the preseason polls, it doesn't mean anything. It's about what you do on the field. But Michigan State has a good amount of returning production. The team should be more talented overall than last year if you look at the roster from top to bottom. But obviously, that doesn't always translate to sustaining the same number of wins. Other things factor in, like scheduling, injuries, things of that nature. But it's a good place to be at this point of the year, and obviously meaningless. But at the same time, it's good to see that there's some sort of expectations and excitement already from the outside.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No.
Too high? You think the kids are going to be fat and happy?
No, I think we're too low.
Oh, okay.
Because I think expectations from the players come from within.
Right.
Number one.
Right.
And actually, I think that's motivation.
Okay.
Quite frankly, because I think everybody on that team believes that they're going to compete for a championship.
Right.
And they're when that season ends, they're going to end number one. So I actually take that as some type of disrespect, quite frankly.
Well, that's good, because we know they thrive off of that.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Right.
So, you can talk about, we're not, Mel Tucker will never celebrate a preseason 14, ranked 14th in the country and third in the Big Ten East.
Right.
Ever.
Or celebrate any preseason ranking, as you know.
Ever.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
So this program, he has set the expectations for this program, and that is to win championships. And so, but it's interesting that they're on the national radar.
Right.
But Spartan Nation should not be excited about 14th in the country.
Right, for sure.
And should not be excited about third in the Big Ten East.
Right.
That's not what we're doing here.
Right.
Right. We're aiming toward winning championships, Big Ten championships, national championships.
Yeah.
It's a marker, and I think it's very hard when you're ranked 26th or 25th to climb to number one.
Right.
Right. So the preseason, there is some merit to a preseason ranking because the lower you are, the quicker you can climb. So there is some merit to that, but they mean very little, and at the end of the year is all that matters.
Right.
Absolutely.
For sure.
On to the next topic. Next topic. You got that?
Which one? You want the fall camp or?
The Mel Tucker NFT.
We can do the fall camp at the end.
Yeah, absolutely. There it is right there. Header. Got the header going there? Mel Tucker launches NFT Tuck to benefit charity, which is really a unique, very, very unique approach. Something new, something most people don't understand, and I think it's something that it's as crypto evolves, as NFT evolves, as a way to engage the fan base. When you look at really this launch, it's revolutionary. It's one of a kind in the country. All proceeds go to the Boys and Girls Club of Southeastern Michigan. It's obviously a fully charitable venture. It's really the first of its kind in the country by a head coach, and it's really a great opportunity for recruits and players for branding, right? So Mel is really testing this to see if this is a way that our future players and recruits can be able to brand themselves this way. It's really another opportunity for Spartan Nation to look inside the program and to take a look at player experiences and really have true ownership of memorabilia moments. So I think this is something that's cutting edge. And if you don't understand the crypto space, the NFT space, the non-fungible token space, it might be something hard to wrap your head around, but this is where the future is headed. Ask Gary Vee, ask all the crypto folks, ask all the NFT folks. This is the future, right? To create these non-fungible tokens, to create digital art in which folks can buy for future memorabilia. And kudos to Coach Tucker for all the benefits going to charity, because I think he's trying to create another avenue and a revenue for the program, for the players, and the branding of the players in the program. And I give him a lot of credit for it. I really do. If you're interested in purchasing an NFT Tuck, do we have the website there? There it is right there. So I'm going to purchase one. I think I would encourage Spartan Nation to purchase one. All benefits go to charity. I think it's a great way to showcase the program. We do believe, I think, crypto and NFTs are part of the future. When I ask a lot of experts in this space, and this is really revolutionary. I don't know how much you know about this space, Justin. Anything?
I just know I didn't do well in NBA Top Shot when I tried NFTs. No, but no, I think yeah, it's an emerging field for sure, and to see Coach Tucker experiment with it in a way where the proceeds go to charity and also his players get exposure, I think it's a good formula for sure, as you said.
I think so too. So now heading over to our next guests. You can introduce our next guests. Are they available? Owen?
I got Andrew on right now. We're waiting on Kedrick.
Okay. Yeah, for those that do not know, which you should, shame on you if you do not, Andrew Depaepe, 4-star defensive end from Iowa, Kedrick Reescano, 4-star running back from Texas. These two guys were some of the first recruits to jump into the 2023 class for Michigan State. Some of the highest ranked players that Michigan State has gotten in a while. I know when Andrew committed, he was the highest ranked out-of-state commit for Michigan State in 7 years. These guys are going to make a big impact at Michigan State in my estimation. And it's going to be good to hear from them once both of them join. But yeah, it's going to be great to kind of get some insight in what kind of happens at these official visits, what made them choose MSU, and things of that nature. But Brian, isn't it fascinating to just kind of see the way that Spartan Nation has embraced these guys, and especially with the way Andrew's recruiting on Twitter and stuff, just the ecosystem here?
I absolutely do. Andrew, how you doing, Andrew?
Good.
What?
We got Andrew in the middle of dinner.
You're on like live TV. Why are you eating?
Hey, what do you mean we're on live TV? Sorry.
Why are you guys both? Are you eating too, Ked?
No, maybe.
I'll let Justin kick it off, man.
Yeah. So thanks for joining us, guys. It's been great covering your recruitments so far. Looking forward to your senior years for sure. But I guess I'll just kick it off with an easy question that I'm sure you've answered a lot of times. But do each of you guys want to talk about why you chose Michigan State?
Be honest with you, it just felt like home to me. To be honest, you know what I mean? It was just a feeling that I had in the heart.
Okay.
Same.
Okay, sounds good. So I guess the cool thing that you guys can kind of give insight on that fans don't really get to hear about too much is these official visits. What are they kind of like? Like, what's Friday, Saturday, Sunday like? And what were your, favorite parts of your official visits?
Oh, shit, let me turn the light on. I'm kind of well, for me, it was hanging out with, Ked and all them, just getting to hang out with the players. And, going out, seeing what college life was like, having fun. Dude, I can't even see Ked. What is he doing? All right, bro. That was uncalled for. You have nothing to say.
Ked, we need you to focus here, Ked.
I'm ready. I'm here.
Okay.
All right, Ked, you want to walk us through the visit itinerary? What usually happens on Friday? What happens on Saturday?
Come on, Ked. We need a good interview here.
Well, actually, we got down there Thursday night. Night. So we got down there Thursday night, and all the other recruits were already down there. So then most of us hung out in Brennan's hotel room, and then the second day we woke up extra early in the morning, had breakfast, and we went to the facility. We toured everything, and took pictures later that night. Next morning, we took pictures again. Went to Coach Tuck's house.
Okay.
What else did we do?
Oh yeah, they threw water on me when I was sleeping.
Yo, who has the video, right?
No, it was Caleb Presley.
Hey, Andrew, tell us why you chose Michigan State.
Well, when I went there, I had been to like lots of other places, and it just it didn't really feel like a good fit for me. And then I went to Michigan State, and just the way that everyone acted, it was kind of like a family. And then I met BT, and he was super cool. Coach Tuck was super cool. So, I just knew that I would feel comfortable actually living there, playing with them, and I committed. I think 2 days after, because I just knew I wanted to play.
Yeah, for sure. So I gotta ask you guys, MSU Twitter, what is that all like to be a part of that? The support you guys get, just the comedy that comes with it. What are your thoughts on MSU Twitter, both of you?
I'm not gonna lie, we had the best fan base for sure, no doubt in my mind. But sometimes we get a little wild.
Like Chad.
I'm thinking of one specific person. yeah, Chad, man. I ain't gonna lie, Chad scares me sometimes. Sometimes I feel bad supporting him.
You guys, hey, these guys, all you young guys are bringing me into a whole nother universe. So there's.
So I guess, what has it been like for you guys to see the momentum that the recruiting class has picked up since after you committed? You guys were some of the early members. What do you think about the way this coaching staff is recruiting right now, the momentum Michigan State has, and what's it been like to just see that and take it in?
Well, they did the same thing. Oh, shoot.
No, talk both at once. It's perfect for the show.
All right, go.
All right, man. Well, if they use the same thing they did with me, then I can really blame it all on Coach Tuck. Man, he know how to talk. He know how to really rope you in.
Right. Uncover your mouth.
He does it.
Tell us.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Coach Chuck knows how to rope you and tell me. I want to hear this.
Man.
I want to hear this.
Man. Okay, so we was in his office, right?
Right.
We sitting there, we just talking, just chilling. He sit up he get up real serious. He sit up like this, he was like, "Hey, we want you here." And I was like, "Whoa!" I felt it in my heart when he said that. I was like, "All right." A couple minutes later, I committed.
Oh. When he sat up and said, "We want you here," did you feel like it was like?
I feel like everything around me just got heavy. I don't know what he said. But it was I don't know.
Yeah, the way he talks is different.
Okay.
The way he talks is different. That is so true, man.
Yeah.
That is Andrew. So BT obviously was a driving force because of his pedigree and all that. But when you sat in Coach Tuck's office, what did he tell you?
Well, he showed me all his rings first from all of his coaching. He let me put them on and stuff, and then he just talked to me about life, and then he kind of hit me with the question Ked asked first. He asked Ked, he was like, "You want to play here?" And I said, "Yeah." And then the only reason why I didn't come into his office was because my parents weren't there.
Right.
And I didn't want to commit when they weren't there. So I told him I'll go think about it. And then I did it at home. So over Zoom.
That's awesome. Yeah. Awesome. So tell me about Saeed. How close have you guys gotten to Saeed? You guys get to know him pretty well?
Well, at first I didn't even know who Saeed was. And then, as I committed, the closer I got to the staff, Saeed's become a bigger part of everything we've been doing since the beginning. He's really second person up behind Coach Tuck.
Absolutely. And for you, Andrew, it's been BT, Jordan, Coach Tuck, and who else has been involved for you?
Coach Coleman.
Yeah, Marco. Absolutely.
I talk to him and BT almost every day, but they're at camp right now, so I haven't talked to them in a while. But I usually FaceTime them pretty much every day. I talk to BT every day about drills and stuff to do. So it's been good.
I got 2 fun questions for you guys, and that's all for me. First of all, what can you guys share about each other that the public might not know? It could be a talent, it could be something you guys like, it could be something that you might get roasted for once MSU Twitter finds out about it.
Andrew has 2 moles on his butt.
No, I don't. Bro, what?
I'm just kidding.
Bro, that was weird.
That's going. Hey, tomorrow we're tweeting out that link, right? And it's coming out. Andrew has 2 moles on his butt. That's what we're talking about.
Ked likes.
Don't say anything out of line.
All right. Never mind. Never mind.
All right,
Nothing I can say on.
All right, that's good. We'll pivot to my other one. What are you guys listening to pregame? What's on your playlist? What are you listening to on your lift in? What are your top 5s, basically? Name me your top 5s.
Andrew, you go first.
Okay. I like Drake. Young Boy. Gonna be a Young Boy. I like listening to like 70s music sometimes.
Yeah, you're from
like
Iowa.
70s.
Yeah.
And then I like I don't know. I like listening to some Elvis sometimes. And then I like any Louisiana rapper.
Okay. Why is that? Just because the sound, or you got some sort of affinity
Yeah,
with Louisiana? Okay.
Yeah, just because the way they rap.
I got you.
Stuff.
Yep. Ked?
Anyways, I got a top 2. I don't have a top 5. You know what I'm saying? 2. Number 1, Rod Wave.
Okay.
Number 2, King Von. And that's it.
Oh, okay.
That's all I have to say is.
Really disappointed neither of you said Lil Baby. I'm over here wearing this My Turn shirt, and you guys are just not even reciprocating the Lil Baby.
He's kind of overplayed.
Nah, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
He's a background music rapper.
Okay. Ked, you told me Garth Brooks off air. How come you're not mentioning Garth Brooks right now, Ked?
You said what?
Garth Brooks.
I don't think they know who Garth Brooks is. I know Garth Brooks, Brian.
Who's that?
Oh,
They don't know Garth Brooks.
Wait, hold on. How do you know about that?
Who's Garlic Brooks?
I'm old school. How
you know I'm a country guy?
I don't know you're a country guy. I'm just throwing it at you.
Oh, okay.
I want to see if you would respond. That's all.
Oh, you baited him into admitting he's a country guy. I see.
Tell us about Coach Reed and your relationship with Coach Reed. Yeah, Ephraim Reed.
Oh, okay, man. Let me tell you. So, Coach Reed, he kind of acts like a father figure and a brother at the same time. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, every time we talk, he always give me a message at the end, and like a life lesson every single time, and I'll take it into account with everything I do.
Okay. That's great.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
So are both of you or any of you enrolling early? Are you coming in January or are you coming in the fall?
See, I was supposed to be coming
there
in
January. Yeah.
Okay.
See, I was supposed to be coming in January, but something happened with with one of my credits, my freshman year, so I can't do it anymore.
That's right. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
Spring ball's passed already. Jeez. All right. So when are you guys coming on campus? Soon?
For their visit?
Next year. You got another year.
Yeah.
So January. Okay, that's right. Yeah.
Andrew in January and then Ken in the summer.
Yeah. Gotcha. Oh, you guys got a whole senior year to play.
Yeah.
Jeez. I'm getting old, guys. I'm getting old, man.
All right.
So anything you guys want to promote that you guys want to leave off with? I know we want to make sure your brands are being built and things of that nature.
Oh, shit.
SD4L.
Fundraiser. I tweeted it out.
Okay.
I tweeted it out on Twitter at Kedrick Reescano. If you want to go check it out and donate to my football team, that'd be nice.
Okay.
We'll definitely take a look at it. Andrew, besides you being MSU's top recruiter, anything else we need the Spartan Nation needs to know from you?
Oh, good.
We're
Go
good.
green.
All right. right.
Go White.
Appreciate you guys' time. Thanks a lot.
We appreciate you guys joining us. Thank you guys. You guys have a good night. God bless and go green. Take care. Tell you, two young men that are just like we were at that age, right?
Yeah,
On
two
the
great
phone, characters.
Yeah.
You know, flying by the seat of their pants. And I was like that at that age. Can you imagine if I had camera phones back then and we did all that? It's unbelievable.
It would have been going viral quite a bit.
It would absolutely been. We probably wouldn't have been sitting here right now at this at this date. But we're excited to have these two young. Tell us a little about Depaepe.
Yeah, Depaepe, like I said, highest ranked out-of-state commit in 7 years at the time of when he committed. He's going to be able to come in and play right away physically. We'll see positional need and all that, obviously, but he's 6'5", 255, I believe. Has great bend, fluid feet. He's going to be able to have a lot of production in the Big Ten. And then Kedrick Reescano, he's going to play high competition in Texas. He's a 4-star already. Going to be interesting to see how he plays as a senior this year and how he projects in terms of playing time at Michigan State as a freshman. But it's going to be fun having a lot of these highly talented kids from all over the country joining, and those two guys are prime examples of that.
They are.
Yeah.
They absolutely are. Tomorrow we might tease the special guest we have next week. We got to think about that one though.
Okay.
We gotta think about that one. We got a very, very special guest next week. Probably on set that we're working on.
And I don't think I've seen him give a Michigan State interview ever, at least not in my recollection.
You know, we're gonna try and drag him here.
Yeah.
Get him on set.
Might physically have to drag him here.
We might have to.
Yep.
And so we're extremely excited.
Yeah. But want to wrap it up by talking spring or fall camp?
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit.
All right. So as we know, fall camp is underway. Michigan State. Oh, we got a video right there.
Playing some vids right there for us.
Yep.
You know, when you look at some of the storylines coming out of camp, right? When you look at the, I would have to tell you the offensive line, the secondary, maybe linebacker rotation.
Yeah.
Who the backup quarterback is.
Right.
So when you look at the offensive line right now, tell me what you're seeing, what you're hearing.
I am hearing that the starters are looking good. Like, if nobody gets hurt, which rarely happens, but if no one gets hurt, Michigan State should be good.
So you got Horst
at left tackle, Duplain at left guard. I'm thinking Samac wins the center job over Brian Green. Yeah. And then Green then either starts at right guard or Carrick starts at right guard. But either way, Green or Carrick will be the first guy off the bench if there's an interior offense line injury. And then right tackle Spencer Brown.
So we got 6 that we believe are you know, and then the rest are pretty young.
Yeah.
And we need to build depth with the rest of them.
If I had to guess who was 7th, I would say Gino Vandemark. He was in the first recruiting class that Michigan State had. The, I think, 4-star, high 3-star out of New Jersey. But, again, an interior guy. So the question becomes, who steps up at tackle if either Brown or Horst gets hurt? I guess it would be Brandon Baldwin next, and then Ethan Boyd after that. But you got to really hope there's no offensive tackle injury. And if there's not, they should be pretty good.
No, I totally agree. Totally agree. And so, but as anything else, right, the offensive line is about building depth.
Right.
You have to build depth.
Yeah.
And so
they have a lot of good young talent there.
Yes.
Like Braden Miller is really good, just last year's class, very underranked in my opinion. And Ashton Lepo, last year's class. And then Ethan Boyd's going to be good. The issue is just that some of these guys might be needed a season before they were, I guess, supposed to play. So that's really all. We're kind of in a waiting period of see who can develop faster than they were supposed to. But long term, the room is looking good.
So when we go to the secondary, right, I hear Amir Speed is having a phenomenal camp. That's what I hear.
Yeah.
What are you hearing on that end?
Yeah, because right now it's hard to get tidbits out of camp. Obviously, it's close to the media. But one thing that it's easy to hear, one thing you don't have to dig a lot for, is to hear about how great Amir Speed is doing. He's big. He looks like a prototypical, I was going to say SEC corner, but he looks like a prototypical NFL corner. And
he's got length?
Yeah, he has length. I haven't seen him run in person, but by all accounts, he has speed to match that length. He's not just dragging his feet, tall, lanky. He has speed. And what that does for you is last year, whoever your cornerback one was, whether you want to call that Ronald Williams, whether you want to say Brantley before he got hurt, this now gives you a real legitimate cornerback one. Your CB2 is going to be somebody that already played last year, got a lot of experience, is developed, and is going to be healthier this year. Because Brantley, Ronald Williams, Marquis Lowry, all those guys were playing extremely banged up. So as they got better during the season, it didn't show because they were more and more hurt. So you're going to have a lot of returning secondary members, all of them healthier, all of them better, and you've added your top secondary member to the unit that wasn't there last year. The secondary is very exciting and probably the most intriguing to me, especially if what I'm hearing about them using that nickel in a cover corner manner as opposed to a thumper like Snow was last year. I think if that adjustment also comes to fruition, it'll be very exciting in that regard as a whole.
That is great. But you know as well as I do, when the secondary is only as good as its pass rush.
That is exactly true.
And so from my understanding, Brule and Windman have had outstanding camps and have been very hard to block. What are you hearing on that front?
Absolutely. Jacoby Windman is somebody that I've been just pounding the table over since 3 or 4 days before Michigan State even offered him in the transfer portal. He's a guy that when he played defensive end was all Mountain West third team. Then he switched to linebacker the next year and was all Mountain West second team. This is an all-conference pass rusher and an all-conference linebacker, all in one, and has great size. I don't know if Michigan State's going to do the stand-up edge sort of thing that I have mentioned in my depth chart preview pieces and whatnot, but if they do that, they take one of the traditional defensive ends off, put a stand-up edge linebacker, and they can put 3 guys on the field that way. You're looking at Cal Halladay, who's all freshman. You're looking at Aaron Brule, who had a second-round NFL draft grade before his previous season at Mississippi State.
Wow.
And Windman, who I just can't rave enough about. And then Ma Nauteote off the bench, who is the 4-star in Mel's first class. It's looking like Michigan State went from having a big question mark at linebacker last year to having one of the top 2 linebacker rooms in the conference.
I'm going to say this. Do not sleep on Broussard.
Very good running back.
Do not sleep on Broussard. When you watch the tape on him and the explosion, the wiggle, the vision, dare I compare him to the back before, which I won't, but the 1-2 punch of Broussard and Berger,
right,
I think is going to be a very underrated combination heading into the Big Ten season. And you know, as the preseason unfolds, we'll get a lot deeper into it. But one last question: who's our backup quarterback? Who's QB2?
If you're asking me who the second best quarterback on the roster is, I will say Katin Hauser. If you're asking me who is more likely to come into a game if Peyton Thorne gets hurt in the third quarter or something, I would guess it would be Noah Kim. I think that's more of just who's more acclimated with the playbook, who's more acclimated with the locker room, has the trust of the room. But arm talent-wise, I've heard great things about Katin. Seen that he has made some great NFL-level throws. Now it's just him getting more and more comfortable with the position and the leadership. So, yeah, I think Katin Hauser would be QB2 in a theoretical sense. We'll see if they want to redshirt him, how much they want to use him, but I would guess Noah Kim is probably the safer option to come in to spell as backup duties in the middle of a game.
Interesting. So these storylines are developing. We are early into camp. We're a week in. We got a long way to go. Patience, stay healthy, reps, battle, build, and chop. Anything else before we leave?
That's all I have, Brian.
No, that's it.
Yep.
That's all we have right there. Oh, there was one last thing here that's on this sheet.
Don't forget your tweet that you wanted to share.
Oh, there was that tweet that you wanted to share. Throw it up there, Owen. Yeah, we spell we're you wanted me to answer that on air.
Okay. But so you're gonna answer it then?
We're not gonna.
Oh, okay.
We're not here to break the news.
I see.
We are going to hold off on that.
Okay.
We are going to allow the university to break that news.
Okay.
As we are not here to break news.
That's very generous of you.
Yeah, we're here to make sure that we're supporting our programs and doing things, but an announcement is imminent. that should make Spartan Nation extremely happy. So, ladies and gentlemen, I am Brian Musalam along with my co-host Justin Thin. You are watching the SD4L show, Spartan Dogs for Life, with our producer, Owen Ozas.
Yeah, Ozas. You had it right.
Got it.
Look at you.
Who put together the intro video. Thank you, Owen. Ladies and gentlemen, good night, God bless, and go green.
Please close your eyes, turn around, and count to 9. When you open them, I will be gone.